Hey, welcome to Planet Hex Review Time. I'm Andrew Horn. These are the mini episodes that I put out in the week where I review something that I've just discovered or I've rediscovered and I'm revisiting. There's been a lot of videos this week, so I've had the house to myself, so I just thought I'd go nuts and make a bunch of stuff. But yeah, this is my first review, the actual review of this week, and it's for this movie called Long Shot, starring Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. And this is not the sort of thing I would normally watch. Normally, I like my retro sci-fi and horror movies and so on, but I gave this a shot. I gave this a shot. Of course, there's shot in the title. That's not a pun. I thought I'd give this a try. I'm a fan of Charlize Theron. I think she's really talented. I don't like Seth Rogen. I'm not a Seth Rogen fan. I don't really get on with his brand of humor or the way that he performs. That's nothing against the gentleman, but I'm not a fan. Just like I don't like Will Ferrell. Sorry. But yeah, I thought I'd give this a go because something about the trailer caught my attention, and I thought I would give it a try. And I'm really glad I did. This is one of the occasions where Seth Rogen's sort of style really works well, and Charlize Theron is just brilliant in it anyway. This is it's a romantic comedy, but it's more. The comedy is almost sort of like View Askew-universe. There's Seth Rogen's character. You could see him in a Kevin Smith movie. Charlize Theron's character, she's playing the Secretary of State in the US, and she's vying to become president. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to make it too. Go into too much detail about what the character does, but Seth Rogen plays a character that she knew when she was much younger. She actually babysat him, and there is a funny story around how they know each other, but I'll leave that up to you to see. It is a good movie to see, and I really enjoyed it. The chemistry between them when they do find each other again. When Seth's character is unemployed, he's a journalist, and he finds himself unemployed. And when they do find each other again, there's an instant chemistry, and it's the sort of chemistry that only comes from having a past together. You know, being part of each other's lives in some way or another in the past, and it really shows that they have this connection that. They somehow seem grounded by each other's presence. It sort of grounds them in reality in some way. The comedy is great, seeing Charlize's character get back into actual life a bit more through Seth Rogen's character, and it's quite life-affirming, which is weird considering one of the central premises of this movie is American politics, and that is something that I don't really want to talk about on this channel, because I personally don't know enough about it. I have my opinions, but I don't know enough about it to really comment. But they managed to make a really compelling and entertaining movie out of the ins and outs of American politics. There's some slapstick moments in it. There's some really life-affirming moments. These scenes in the club are really life-affirming, and seeing Charlize's character be able to let her hair down a bit and reconnect with herself throughout the movie, thanks to the influence of Seth's Fred, that's his name. Sorry, I've already forgotten. I've only just watched it. Fred's outlook on life, and he's a very approachable, relatable everyman character, and I think that's exactly what this film needed, was this guy to perform it in that way. I really enjoyed this. It's not something I would normally watch. But it's been on my watch list because I had seen the trailer and it had caught my interest, and I just think I should watch more things like this because we could all do with a bit of a pick-me-up now and again. And this has been a really positive thing to watch. It was good fun. There's some laugh-out-loud moments. There's some nice elements to it where it hinges on music, and I greatly appreciated that, especially the song choices. A certain song they dance to, a certain big ballad. I'm 100% with you with the characters. It is one of the greatest songs ever written. But I really enjoyed this. Long Shot. Give it a shot. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I'm Andrew Horton. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Planet X Review Time. If you like this sort of thing, please like and subscribe. I post all kinds of stuff. Usually things about VHS and old cult horror movies on VHS and the like, and lots of other pop culture stuff. I've been playing video games this week and doing bits of live streams and whatnot, and I do these reviews. So these are short ones that come out a couple of times a week usually. It's been a bit different week this week. And there's a full-length Planet Hex at the weekend. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Planet Hex Review Time.